Jonathan, you're so heartless. I only had time to call because my girlfriend went to the bathroom. And you hang up on me just like that. San Yen, oh, he replied indifferently. I can hang up a second time. After a sigh, Jonathan lamented, ugh, coaxing girls is so exhausting. At first, I thought Vivian was really cute, but now she's just so annoying. San Yen, then don't date her. Jonathan, that's impossible. Dating is amazing. San Yen chuckled. You're just asking for it. While speaking, San Yen noticed something shiny under the passenger seat in the light. He paused, squinted, and bent down to pick it up. Straightening up, San Yen examined the item in his hand. A set of keys. Lily waited outside Vivian's house for about 2 hours. It was almost midnight when Vivian finally returned. Seeing Lily's disheveled appearance, she was surprised. Lily, what happened to you? Why do you look so messy? Lily explained, there was an issue at my previous apartment, so I had to move suddenly. Sorry for interrupting your date and making you come back early, Vivian. Vivian, no worries. She unlocked the door and sighed. I could have been back earlier, but my boyfriend was so clingy. I feel bad for keeping you waiting. The two of them entered the house. Since they barely saw each other at home, Vivian's strict sleep schedule and Lily's irregular hours didn't overlap much. The arrangement was perfect for Lily, as the apartment was safe, close to work, and felt almost like living alone. At Vivian's house, she yawned. It's late. You should unpack. I'm going to sleep. Let's talk about the house rules tomorrow. Lily nodded. Before leaving, Vivian asked, how did you get back? I forgot to ask earlier. Lily, San Yen happened to be heading the same way, so I asked him for a ride. Vivian, laughing, you asked him? Why didn't he offer? Lily blinked, unsure of the humor. He had no reason to. Vivian shook her head, sympathetically. Don't be like this again. He's probably laughing at you with his friends. Lily, confused, huh? Vivian, guys like him play along for fun. When they're tired of you, they'll just leave. Trust me. Lily thought of defending San Yen, but ultimately just nodded. I get it. Her harmonious co-living arrangement with Vivian continued as expected. The following Wednesday afternoon, after a phone call with an expert, Lily's colleague Amy approached her with gossip. Amy, whispering, I heard Vivian is resigning. Really? Lily replied. It seems legit. She hasn't mentioned it to you? Not at all. Maybe she's switching to a better-paying job. Amy, she's probably leaving because she snagged a rich boyfriend. I saw her in a Ferrari the other day. Lily smiled. Just listen and move on. Before she could reply further, their co-worker Daniel barged in with a cheerful grin.
Who are we talking about?
Amy, startled, pushed him aside. Go away, kid. Daniel protested. What kid? We're the trio. Share the gossip with me too. Ignoring him, Lily returned to her work. After finishing her news draft, Lily checked her phone. Her former landlord had messaged. Landlord, Lily, did you forget to leave the keys when you moved out? Lily froze. She couldn't remember where the keys were. As if on cue, another message arrived, this time from San Yen. The first message was a photo of her keys. The second message read, I suggest you don't use the same excuse twice. Lily felt like she was on the verge of being brainwashed by San Yen at this rate. She had long heard about the unparalleled charm of this star of the bar. She traveled miles to witness his legendary allure. Even after discovering that this star was her former pursuer, she was still captivated and then went to great lengths to make her presence known to him. Every action she took in front of him carried an ulterior motive. Suppressing the urge to retort, Lily calmly replied, So it ended up with you. Lily, sorry for the trouble again. How about you let me know when you're free, and I'll come over to get it. After some thought, she decided they could avoid meeting altogether. Or you could leave the keys at your bar, and I'll pick them up at the counter. Does that work for you? She waited for a while. He didn't reply immediately. Lily wasn't in a rush, and didn't spend extra time waiting for his reply. She continued with her work, carefully revising the first draft before sending it to her editor. It wasn't until her phone buzzed that she casually picked it up to glance at the screen. San Yen, I'm busy these next few days. Lily patiently replied. When might you be free? A moment later, Sanyan sent a voice message, his tone lazy. Saturday night, maybe? Saturday night. Lily gave it some thought. She had Sunday off. Getting the key from him Saturday evening and returning it to the former landlord on Sunday seemed just about right. She'd just need to let the landlord know it would be a few days late, but that shouldn't be a problem. Lily. All right. Lily. How about near your place or at your bar? Lily. I don't want to trouble you to go too far. After about half a minute, Sanyan sent over 2 more voice messages. Lily played the first one. Sanyan let out an ambiguous chuckle, dragging out his words. My place. Lily's eyelid twitched. As the first message ended, the second one began automatically. From his tone, she could clearly pick up on the implication that she shouldn't make her intentions so obvious. Though he didn't say it outright, it was undeniable in his words. HM? Let's not. Sanyan. Just meet me at the entrance of the bar. Lily had initially assumed that, since they dropped the pretense with each other, their interactions would normalize. But it seemed like Sanyan, having been excessively flattered over the years, now carried an inflated sense of self-worth. As a result, no matter how ordinary the situation, he seemed convinced that others harbored ulterior motives toward him. In that moment, Lily became keenly aware that when dealing with Sanyan, she needed to be extremely cautious with her words. Even mentioning anything remotely related to him could spark unnecessary misinterpretation. Taking a deep breath, she replied with a simple, all right. Afterward, she set her phone aside. Her editor had just sent over revision notes. Opening them, Lily also noticed the time in the bottom right corner of her computer screen. For a fleeting moment, her thoughts drifted. She suddenly remembered that her last meeting with Sanyan had been the move over. The key must have been lost around then, which meant about a week had passed since. Why had he waited this long to bring it up? Was he avoiding contacting her, hoping she'd reach out first? It seemed possible. Still, Lily didn't dwell on the matter. After her shift ended, Lily returned home. As soon as she walked in, she saw Vivian lying comfortably on the living room sofa. She was watching TV while wearing a face mask, a bowl of fruit salad sitting next to her. Her mood seemed cheerful, as she hummed a tune. Lily greeted her proactively. Hi, Vivian. Vivian mumbled through the mask. You're back? Pretty early today, huh? Not much going on today. This job is exhausting, isn't it? Vivian muttered. I've been at the company for a few years now, and so many people have left. Just overtime without extra pay. Who can handle that? Look at how many people in our team have gotten sick from all the stress. Most of their salaries end up going to hospital bills. Lily simply smiled. It's not too bad.